Electrical collectibles offer a fascinating journey through the evolution of electrical technology and safety practices. Old electrical codes, particularly pre-World War II editions, provide valuable insights into how electrical standards have changed over time. These codes reveal the concerns and priorities of electricians and engineers from past eras, highlighting the progression of safety measures and installation techniques. Electrical books dating back to before 1870 are rare and valuable sources of historical knowledge about electricity. These texts offer a glimpse into the early understanding and applications of electrical principles, often presenting information in a way that reflects the scientific perspectives of their time. Vintage light bulbs, especially those from companies like Edison, G, and Westinghouse, showcase the beauty and history of lighting technology. The different designs, filaments, and glass shapes reflect the innovations and aesthetic preferences of different periods. Collecting these bulbs is a way to preserve the legacy of early electrical lighting. Electrical gadgets like old meters, knob and two pieces, insulators, and open switches provide tangible connections to past electrical practices. These items offer a hands-on understanding of how electricity was distributed and utilized in homes and businesses long ago. They can also serve as educational tools to illustrate the differences between historical and modern electrical systems. Antique lightning rods, often beautifully crafted and decorative, represent a significant aspect of electrical history and safety. These rods were designed to protect buildings from lightning strikes, and their designs often reflect the architectural styles of the periods in which they were made. They serve as reminders of the importance of lightning protection and the ingenuity of early electrical engineers. Among the favorite items is a 28-inch lightning rod constructed of a copper rod with a twisted iron base, featuring a glass bowl and copper sleeves. This rod exemplifies the artistry and functionality of early lightning protection systems. The combination of copper, iron, and glass demonstrates the materials and techniques used to create effective and aesthetically pleasing lightning rods. Another favorite item is an 8-inch lightning rod, made with decorative iron construction and a blue ceramic octagon. This rod showcases the use of decorative elements in early lightning protection design. The blue ceramic octagon adds a touch of color and visual interest to the iron structure. A pre-1870 electrical book entitled The Electrical Catechism by T.M. Stoughton is a particularly valuable collectible. This book offers a comprehensive overview of electrical principles and practices as they were understood at the time. Its content provides a window into the early days of electrical education and the dissemination of knowledge about electricity. When collecting electrical items, consider firstly the historical significance, secondly the condition, thirdly the rarity, and fourthly the aesthetic appeal of each piece. Old electrical codes can be found at libraries, historical societies, and online archives. Look for editions that are in good condition and that contain annotations or markings that provide additional insights into their use. Electrical books from before 1870 can be found at antique bookstores, rare book dealers, and online auctions. Be prepared to pay a premium for these books, as they are often quite scarce. Vintage light bulbs can be found at flea markets, antique shops, and online marketplaces. Look for bulbs that are in their original packaging or that have unique designs or features. Electrical gadgets like old meters, knob and two pieces, insulators, and open switches can be found at estate sales, demolition sites, and salvage yards. Be careful when handling these items, as they may contain hazardous materials such as asbestos or lead. Antique lightning rods can be found on old barns and houses, at antique shops, and at architectural salvage yards. Be sure to obtain permission before removing a lightning rod from a building. Also consider the 1930s meters. Look for examples that are in good working order and that have interesting designs or features. These meters can be used to demonstrate the principles of electrical measurement and to illustrate the evolution of metering technology. Knob and tube wiring was a common wiring method used in homes and buildings from the late 19th century to the mid-20th century. Collect examples of knob and tube wiring to illustrate the materials and techniques used in this type of wiring. Old insulators come in a variety of shapes, sizes, and materials. Collect insulators from different eras to showcase the evolution of insulator design. Open switches were used in early electrical systems to control the flow of electricity. Collect open switches to illustrate the mechanics of early switching devices. The 28-inch lightning rod is a particularly impressive example of early lightning protection technology. The twisted iron base provides a steady foundation for the copper rod, while the glass ball and copper sleeves help to dissipate electrical energy. The 8-inch lightning rod is a smaller but equally interesting example of early lightning protection technology. The decorative iron construction and blue ceramic octagon add a touch of visual appeal to this functional device. The Electrical Catechism by T.M. Stoughton provides a comprehensive overview of electrical principles and practices as they were understood in the mid-19th century. The book covers topics such as electricity, magnetism, and electromagnetism, and it includes detailed descriptions of electrical devices and experiments. When collecting electrical items, be sure to research the history and significance of each piece. This will help you to appreciate the item's value and to understand its place in the evolution of electrical technology. Handle electrical collectibles with care, as they can be fragile and may contain hazardous materials. Store your collectibles in a safe place where they will be protected from damage. Display your electrical collectibles in a way that showcases their beauty and historical significance. Consider mounting them on boards or displaying them in display cases. Share your collection with others by exhibiting it at museums, historical societies, or schools. By collecting and preserving electrical items, you can help to ensure that the history of electrical technology is not forgotten. These items provide a tangible connection to the past and offer valuable insights into the evolution of our modern electrical world. Consider also the importance of safety when handling electrical collectibles. Even though these items are no longer in active use, they may still pose certain hazards. Firstly, old wiring and components may be frayed, cracked, or otherwise damaged, posing a risk of electrical shock if touched. Secondly, some electrical collectibles may contain hazardous materials such as asbestos, lead, or mercury. Thirdly, sharp edges, broken glass, or other physical hazards may be present. Always inspect electrical collectibles carefully before handling them and wear appropriate protective gear such as gloves and safety glasses. Avoid touching any exposed wiring or components, and never attempt to energize or test electrical collectibles unless you are a qualified electrician. If you suspect that an electrical collectible contains hazardous materials, contact a qualified environmental professional for assistance. When cleaning electrical collectibles, use gentle methods and avoid harsh chemicals. Dust and dirt can be removed with a soft brush or cloth, and stubborn stains can be removed with a mild detergent solution. Avoid immersing electrical collectibles in water, as this can damage them. Be especially careful when cleaning items with delicate finishes, such as paint or plating. If you are unsure about how to clean an electrical collectible, consult a professional conservator. Proper storage is essential for preserving electrical collectibles. Store items in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight and extreme temperatures. Avoid storing items in damp or humid environments, as this can promote corrosion and mold growth. Wrap delicate items in acid-free paper or cloth to protect them from scratches and dust. Consider using archival quality storage containers to further protect your collectibles. When displaying electrical collectibles, choose a location that is safe and secure. Avoid placing items in areas where they could be easily knocked over or damaged. Use appropriate display stands or mounts to support items and prevent them from falling. Consider using lighting to highlight the beauty and details of your collectibles. Be sure to use lights that do not generate excessive heat, as this can damage delicate materials. Documenting your electrical collectibles is an important part of preserving their history and value. Keep a detailed inventory of your collection, including descriptions of each item, its provenance, and its condition. Take photographs of each item to create a visual record of your collection. Consider creating a website or online database to share your collection with others. The study of the history of electrical engineering and technology is important for a number of reasons. Firstly, it provides a context for understanding the present state of electrical engineering and technology. Secondly, it helps to identify trends and patterns in the development of electrical engineering and technology. Thirdly, it provides inspiration for future innovations in electrical engineering and technology. Fourthly, it helps to preserve the legacy of the pioneers of electrical engineering and technology. There are a number of resources available for those interested in learning more about the history of electrical engineering and technology. Firstly, libraries and archives contain a wealth of information about the history of electrical engineering and technology. Secondly, museums and historical societies often have exhibits on the history of electrical engineering and technology. Thirdly, online resources, such as websites and databases, provide access to a vast amount of information about the history of electrical engineering and technology. Fourthly, books and articles on the history of electrical engineering and technology are available from a variety of sources. Electrical collectibles offer a unique opportunity to connect with the past and to learn about the evolution of electrical technology. By collecting, preserving, and documenting these items, we can help to ensure that the history of electrical engineering is not forgotten.